Hello, hi, and welcome. My name is Aryan Vaid. I am here in India, Mumbai, and I'm of course connected to Bollywood. For all the people who don't know, I am an actor here. I started off as a model. I've also done theatre. So anyway, which also means I need to, apart from taking care of things that an actor needs to, and doing certain training for your skill. I also need to be reasonably fit, which is why I started working out and taking care of myself. However, that led me to it was like a journey, like a going down a path of self-discovery and discovering why I wanted to be fit. Initially, my motivation or my reasons for wanting to stay fit were, of course, I wanted to be the best model that was out there. I wanted to, I want to do my six pack. I wanted my six pack to do the talking for me. However, sorry, I'm just gonna get rid of those headphones. However, here's what happened along the way. I discovered fitness. I will not say I discovered bodybuilding. I discovered fitness. I discovered a holistic approach to fitness. I also started off with some amount of yoga, basically doing things like the breathing exercise, especially when it came to yoga. And how it helped me was just doing the breathing exercises and stuff like that helped me sort of mold a more holistic approach than just a bodybuilder's approach to to fitness. My approach is based on an all-round development as opposed to just just the all-round muscular development. That's me just showing off. But I'm just doing this so that you guys would know that I'm reasonably fit. I do think I can talk about fitness. I also studied 3 years of dietetics and nutrition. Now, there's a lot of people who come up to me and they're concerned about them gaining weight, and they're concerned about they basically want to know how they could lose weight. And the whole principle, the whole reason why people do not work out is because somehow it's ingrained. A lot of movies, a lot of videos that we watch, it seems to show that no pain, no gain philosophy needs to be adopted if you're going to go to the gym, which means hours and hours of grueling workouts in the gym, which is gonna challenge your body, which is gonna you're gonna take your body to another level. However, the danger of constantly pushing your body to those levels is that you may not be able to keep that up for the rest of your life. You may not be able to keep up those levels of fitness or those levels of whether it's weight training, whether it's cardio levels. So you need to work out at levels where you're comfortable and you think you can possibly push that level at least till you're 60, 65 years old. You've got to have that kind of an approach. There's no point doing a 400-pound bench press and then when you get into your 50s getting injured all the time and stuff like that, and then being disappointed that you can no longer do a 400-pound bench press. So you don't want to do a 200 pounds, so you give up because your mind is thinking, okay, 400 worked for me really well, 200 is not going to work for me. That's not true. As long as you can do 10 to 12 reps of a certain weight, you're going to be fine. You don't need to go down to the 2 or 3 or even 4, the 4 rep workout. If you're planning to gain size, if it's powerlifting, it's a different approach. However, we're just talking about fitness. The ability of being fit enough where clothes look good on you, where you look good with or without your clothes. You don't go for the light off switch in the bedroom, if you know what I mean. So when people ask me how can they lose weight, because of the philosophy that says, okay, you need to essentially indulge in a grueling workout. It's probably going to last you like 2 hours. It's difficult. People don't have that kind of time. People don't have that kind of motivation. How do we achieve the maximum result without you training like Arnold Schwarzenegger or Sylvester Stallone in Rocky? You can attain a lot of weight loss. I recommend, I would recommend a few films. I don't know if you can get it on YouTube, but if you can, try to watch a movie called Fat, Sick, and Nearly Dead. That kind of set me off on my raw food diet journey. Okay, here's a simple equation. You need to eat 50 to 60% of every single meal needs to constitute raw foods. Now that can be raw vegetables, raw fruits, nuts, stuff like that. I do take in dairy. I do take in. I'm not vegan. I'm vegetarian, but I'm not vegan. I do take in animal products in the form of dairy, and that essentially means milk, skim milk. I do not take in cheese. I do not take in whole fat milk, stuff like that. Now, I found that the quickest way to lose weight is just by asking myself how I can incorporate 60% of my food to be raw. Why is raw food so effective? Okay, there's probably like a million reasons, but here's the most important ones. Number one, you need to chew a lot more on the raw food. Even if you juice it up or you mix it with fruits and vegetables and make a juice, that tastes really nice, it's really refreshing because you mix ice and you get this nice combination. My juice is basically apple, beetroot, carrot, spinach, spirulina, seaweed, some nuts, pumpkin seeds, stuff like that. Everything mixed into the blender. I do not strain it because I don't want to lose the fiber. So I blend it with lots of ice. It tastes really nice. It's got natural sugars in it, and yes, it's helped me lose a lot of weight. Carrots. Sorry, I forgot to mention carrots and apple, beetroot, carrot. Yeah, sorry, I did mention it. So watermelon, some oranges. So everything goes into that jar, and I blend it, and I just drink that. Now, also, I'll have a juice, and what I'll also do is I will also have, I'll take a bowl of yogurt. I'll stir it up. I'll put in some more raw vegetables in there. Maybe some grated carrots, cucumber, some pineapple, pomegranate. What else do I add in there? Pomegranate, pineapple. And maybe some raisins just for taste. And I guarantee you, once I'm done with that meal, just that juice and and that yogurt bowl, it is hard for me to have a full meal after that. I probably eat like 20% of what I used to eat earlier. After that, after I've had those two things. Now, what it does is it really fills me up. So basically, I was telling you why raw food works. So raw food works because the food is not processed, which means you haven't destroyed the nutrients. Cooking food usually will destroy the nutrients in a food, so you haven't destroyed the nutrients. Now, if you destroy the nutrients, what does it mean? Why is it such a bad practice? It's a bad practice because you're going to get a lot more hungrier because your body will want you to go out and eat so you can get those nutrients. It doesn't matter. You could have had a 2,000 calorie meal. You could have had the biggest steak in the world. You could have had 7 aloo ka parathas. You could have had a huge cheese sandwich. It doesn't matter. If there are certain micronutrients, macronutrients missing from your food, your body's going to get hungry all over again, which means you're going to consume a lot more calories. So your food is going to be calorie dense and nutrient poor. It needs to be the other way around. Your food needs to be nutrient rich, nutrient dense, and calorie poor. So also the way the stomach is designed, it has a lot of sensors, like a lot of sensors which send out the message to the brain that, now I'm full, I've got enough food. When you take in fruits and vegetables, when you take in the food raw, almost all the sensors around the stomach are activated and they send out the message to the brain saying that we're full, the stomach's full. As opposed to, let's say, you've got this huge portion of butter chicken or whatever, something greasy, something deep fried. That's probably going to take 30%. It's probably going to activate 30% of those sensors around the stomach. So you're going to have to eat a lot more to activate all the sensors as opposed to doing it with just raw food. Now, having said that, raw food diet is not the easiest because you're compromising on taste, but it doesn't have to be. When you start juicing, when you start mixing juices, It's a damn good. It tastes really nice. It fills you up, gives you all the nutrients that your body needs, and you're going to lose weight. Now, having said that, you don't need to incorporate a 2 hour grueling session in the gym. It could be a 30-minute walk, it could be a 20-minute walk, just as long as you're going to do something every day, and as long as you're going to take about 60% of your food raw, you're going to lose weight. I guarantee you're going to lose weight. And even, in the bigger scheme of things, when you look at the bigger picture, your body is going to get healthier, your skin is going to glow, your hair is going to get a lot nicer. Now, why is this going to happen? Yeah, you're going to lose weight, but that's one of the byproducts. What's going to happen is your body finally, after years and years of being exposed to toxins in the form of cooked food, in the form of food getting processed. Now, when the food gets processed, there's all kinds of chemicals being added to the food. Even if you were to cook some food at home, you're going to add some spices to it, you're going to add some masalas to it, you're going to add some other things to it which may have certain colorings, certain preservatives. It's just that the whole process of cooking is designed only to cater to the taste buds and not to the nutrient requirement of the body. Now, what you need to do is you need to understand that that okay, even if you do it for losing weight, what's going to happen is you're going to feel a lot more energy. You're going to feel a lot less hungrier. Try it. I've done this. I've been doing it for about 3 months now. I've lost a lot of weight. I have, everyone's telling me how good I look, and stuff like that. So I love this whole, this whole approach of whatever it is, 50 to 60% of it needs to be raw. I'm probably doing it up to about 80%, which is great. I love it. And it's easy for me too, because you know what? All you got to do is chop the vegetables, chop the fruits, blend it, you're done in 10 minutes, as opposed to cooking a meal that's going to take you about an hour. And you can't eat the same, cooked food every day, so you need to cook different kinds of food. Whereas here, all you need to do is change a certain ingredient and you've got a different kind of juice for that day. Having said that, you also need to take your vitamins, you also need to take your, supplements, could be whatever, you need to take, your omega-3. I do take in cod liver oil capsules. So just talking about raw food. So these are basically are going to be the benefits. And yes, your body is going to get into a state where it's finally going to start detoxifying. You're going to as soon as you start off with the juicing diet, they could, because of all the fiber, you're going to have to, it literally is like your system wanting to flush out all the toxins. I've had almost zero migraines in the last 3 months, and I used to take migraine pills about twice a week. And this was at the time when I finally gave up, and I'd be like, I need a migraine pill. So I forced myself to take about 4 pills a week for migraine. It's been about 3 months. I've had a migraine once, and I cured it just by deep breathing. And I was surprised myself as to how easy it was for me to cure the migraine without a pill. So yeah, there's loads and loads of benefits, but the number one reason why you should be having raw foods, and about 60% of them, is because you're going to get all the nutrients that your body needs from those raw foods. Mix in spirulina, mix in seaweed into your juices, and you've got your essential amino acids. You've got superfoods. Okay, you're already taking superior quality food when you take it in raw. Now suddenly you blend it in with spirulina, seaweed, goji berries, things like that, and what you're doing is you're taking in superfoods along with superior foods. So nothing to beat that. So this is it's a simple way. If you want to lose weight, it's not rocket science. All you need to do is ask yourself how you can eat 60% of your food raw. Even if it means breakfast, have a papaya. Okay. have something, okay? And I don't. I mean, even for diabetics, you just need to check if you the amount of food, the amount of fruit you can eat. But I don't know. In my experience, you know, I don't see fruit sugars as threatening as processed sugar, or even in terms of its glycemic index. And if you combine it with vegetables, I think it's a perfect combination of taste and of nutrition and vitality. So try that. And if you want more information on this, the internet is filled with it. However, if you could watch that movie Fat, Sick and Nearly Dead, it's on Netflix, I know for a fact. But if you can watch it on YouTube for people who don't have access to Netflix, I think that's a movie that will change your lives. So here's happy viewing and happy losing weight. And yeah, until the next time, and we meet again. Bye bye.